What's up, Level Boss people? Bringing you a little bit of Rayman Legends. Now, the thing about, let me just kind of step back a little bit. I was doing the Saints Row walkthrough, so just let me kind of explain what went on with that. I couldn't, I couldn't really keep up. Y'all, just gonna be honest. And who needs a walkthrough if you get an episode like once a week or you just, especially for an older game, you need to kind of zip through it. And I got a lot of stuff going on, so I really couldn't keep up with it. So I think doing like the first 15 minutes is where I kind of need to stay, and then throwing in like some boss battles and stuff like that here and there is kind of what I'm gonna do. Um, Hopefully that's enough to grab people. Like I said from the beginning, that first 15 minutes is to show you a little bit of the game in case you might be considering buying it. This is Rayman Legends. Came out on current gen. The next gen version dropped about a week ago. Grab that up for Xbox One. And this is the little intro. If you're familiar with Rayman, you know the deal. Now, let me tell you this though. Perhaps the most important aspect of like the first impression of these types of games is this is all a cinema screen, right? Setting you up. But once the actual gameplay clicks in, you can barely tell that it's shifted from a cinema screen to actual, all right, go ahead and control the character. So I'm just gonna look at this. Okay, so of course you gotta hit the button to wake up the heroes. He's woke. All right, and there he is. He's telling me what's happening. But you see, like, no drop off. All they did was scale back. So everything is just as vivid as it was, at first. Now, I'll tell you, at first I didn't really understand how to play this game because I haven't really played a lot of Rayman games. So I wasn't really understanding everything I needed to do. But I did get a hang of it after a while. I'm sure I'm trying to climb up the chain. There's nothing up there, homie. There's nothing up there, Ray. I'm on a first name basis with the character. Ray, don't do that. All right. But man, I mean, as far as just a regular old school style platformer with insane color and visuals. I'm talking about, of course, you're not looking for realism or anything like this. But this game looks like it has been shot straight out of a Disney movie, and I mean that in the best sense of the term, or best sense of the reference. It's got some real cool, kind of smart but simple concepts to the game. Really like it. If you like platformers, if you got a kid that you're trying to find a game that you don't mind them playing, that you don't have to worry about like language and that kind of thing, but still gonna be fun and something that might even hold your interest or whatever. This just might be this might be the move. It really might be, because it really, like I said, I really like this. I haven't played a platformer that I was like this, like satisfied with or taken with in a while. Now visually, it's not anything. Visually I compare it to this game I'm about to mention, but the way that you play the games are different. But the visual charm of the game is somewhat similar to, it's an old school PlayStation game called The Mark of Cree. Now, The Mark of Cree had a much more mature, like theme to it. But the character design, the way the colors pop on the screen, to me, it kind of put me in the mind of that. You don't usually want to jump on nothing that's got like teeth and spikes. That's usually bad in platformers. Just a tip. Just a tip for you, Ray. But yeah, man, the visual effects, the visual impact. And why am I doing this? I'm playing with him for no reason. I don't know why I was doing it, but I'm just getting the hang of the game. I'm just getting the hang of it. But man, I'm telling you, I really was feeling this game. Really feeling it. And there's several other characters and side missions and stuff too. The only character I'm actually using in this video is Rayman. But there's a lot more that you have to choose from. His friends, if you're familiar with the Rayman universe or world, however you want to call it, you'll kind of be familiar with some of the characters, and they all have unique abilities that kind of make them, useful. I lost my heart. You don't want to lose your heart. That's a bad thing. But yeah, they all have different, characters and stuff like, I mean, different characteristics to make them useful. These zombies are hilarious. They holding like doors for no reason. Now this is like a boss, kind of, sorta, but not really. You got this little frog buddy that flies around, and he is able to like help you pretty much through almost every part of the game. You need him. Again, spikes are bad. Spikes are bad. They bad in pretty much everything. Nothing you can do with really what spike ain't bad. So I don't know what I'm doing. All right, so but the key here is you got to get your little flying frog to tickle the enemy. So now he's opened him up, no spikes showing. I get to come and slap him around. See, that's how you do it. The game is about teamwork. You can't climb up that wall, Ray. I think Ray is mentally a little off today. He's a little off his stuff. But just look at the environments, man. A 2D environment with this much depth and just absolute. I mean, shout out on the real to the artist here. I mean, look, are you looking at this? Think about how talented the people are who draw these backgrounds and design. I mean, it's the talent is amazing. And we, you know, as gamers or whatever, sometimes you could take this for granted, but this is big time talent, man. This is an elite artist that is doing this, and I really should have probably like looked it up in the instruction manual or whatever, or the credits on the game to see who I could actually say their name. But whoever this person is doing well with, you know, I mean, they are doing well. I appreciate this kind of stuff because, you know, you guys know, if you know me, you know I'm primarily a sports gamer, and you know the art, you know, there's definitely some art there as well, but they're usually, you know, sports gamers, they're usually drawing from some sort of point of reference. You know, you're drawing a stadium that exists, or you're trying to replicate a player who truly exists. This type of art is coming straight out, you know, I'm sure there's some sort of inspiration, but this is coming straight off the dome. This is like, you know, what, you know, something that a person has just like kind of an image they've gotten in their heads or something, which is kind of a scary imagination when you come to think of it. But, you know, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Look at the lighting here with the dim to the bright down at the bottom. I mean, it's crazy, man. It's really dope. I can't really say enough about it. And this section here is one of the kind of little smart things you have to do. Just smart innovations in regards to inside the platform format. You know how you have to use your little frog buddy to help you turn these wheels to make it where you can actually make it through these little mini puzzles. And of course, as the game moves on, this gets more difficult. I don't know why I'm playing with this. Oh yeah, because I want to go up there and say he's beating the devil out of the little chickadee. You don't want him to stop beating that chickadee. Stop beating the chickadee. I slapped him against the wall. Beating on chickadees, man. Now look at this. Now how do you get past this? Spin it. And hang on these rings though, so we know that. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die once. I stubbed my toe a little bit. That's not it. It's gotta jump on the ring. That's gotta be it first. Before you do anything. Ring, hold, spin me. Drop. Seems like I should be able to just drop. That's what it feels like. But is that gonna work? I think it would have worked if I'd have just dropped the first place, but hey, that still works out. Spin it, spin it, spin it, man. Not that way, this way. There we go. Now we can jump up there, and run on off. No, spin it the other way. Yeah. Oh, yes. Do your dance. It would help if I knew some of these characters, but he just blew a kiss or something. I don't know what he's trying to prove with that. But don't touch me. I can't go that way. You got to go down. Got to go down, Ray. You got to go down. All right, Ray. I told you, Ray, something's wrong with Ray. We got to get him checked out, get him tested, see if his Rayman brain is working on the level it's supposed to be working on. Spin the chain over here, man. There we go. That's the wrong. There we go. Pull it down a little bit. There we go. We need that. Okay, now. See, I like these types of little puzzles here. I don't want to have the puzzles that like take so long to get through where you like question why am I playing this game? don't do it like that. I mean, especially not in a platformer. You know what I mean? Just keep it where it takes me a little bit of time, and I'm like, okay, got it. But if it's taking me, I gotta like go to bed wondering about it, which sometimes is kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie. I've played some games that I had to like sleep on how I could get past, and I wake up at like 3 o'clock in the morning, like, oh, pull the lever first, then shoot. So I ain't gonna lie, that is kind of fun sometimes. I remember I played a game. I was gonna tell you just how old I am. I played a game, Metal Gear Solid. To this day, to me, it's the single greatest like boss battle ever. It was against Psycho Mantis, and Psycho Mantis had like mind control or whatever, right? He could control your brain or whatever. So it's like he knew everything that you were gonna do before you did it. So it's like, back in the day, you always created a pattern or whatever, or how you're gonna be the boss. Well, everything you did, he knew. And then one day, I'm sitting and I'm like, me and my brother, we are racking our brains on how to beat Psycho Mantis. Well, you had to take the first controller out of the first slot and put it in the second slot in order to keep him from being able to control your mind. How dope was that? I mean, that was so, you want to talk about innovation and just smart game making is what that was. With the different innovations and things that have already come up from, with just the technology advancement, you would have to think that there's some cool stuff like that that could still be done, or even better now. I would love to see some people incorporate some of that kind of stuff in games. However, I digress. We on Rayman right now, and this is, the normal jump through the different moving platform type of thing. We're all familiar with this kind of stuff. It's fun, definitely is. Okay, tickle the fat man. Oh, get up out of there. That's bad. See, hot stuff is bad. Hot stuff is bad. Gotta start this over again. But I don't know, man. You guys in the comment section, tell me what you think of this game. I know I played Knack a little bit earlier. Why did I do that? I mean, you just all of a sudden you thought he was LeBron James or something. LeBron Rayman, because you thought he was gonna jump that whole way, huh? But yeah, tell me in the comment section, what do you think about this game? Have you played it? If you haven't played it, did you look at this and decide you might want it, or did you look at this and say, no, I still don't want to play that crap because I don't want to play Rayman? Whatever. Tell me what you decided. Also, tell me if you remember that Metal Gear Solid thing I was talking about, because that was pretty dope. Now, I didn't tell y'all what system that was on, because if I really told you what system it was on, you'd really be like, oh, okay, you're 90. I'm not 90. But it was on the original Nintendo, I believe. I believe it was. It was on the original Nintendo. So back blowing the cartridge days, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Look at this. I'm doing all kinds of gymnastics with Rayman. All right, I shouldn't have did that. That was, be patient, Ray. Be patient. See, I know, you know what I know. I know the video is coming to an end, so I'm like, I got to get past this part. Jump. Something got to work. Slide. Move it over here, Froggy. Oh, you gonna let me fall. See, that was kind of like, somebody moved the seat from under you. But I did it myself, so that's like I moved the seat from under myself, which would make me kind of crazy. Which is obviously the case here, because I'm having a hard time getting past this part. And I'm obsessed with doing the major punch, so I'm wasting time punching this zombie in a way that I don't even have to. All right, got to do it this time, because it's only 15-minute video. So we got to make it past this time. I don't even remember if I made it past. So let's see. I'm in suspense myself. I don't remember if I made it past in time enough for 15 minutes. That's what I know I made it past, but jump. Come on, Ray. Oh, Ray, no, Ray. Ray, no, Ray. Jump, Ray. You see, you can kind of control how high you jump. Move the world. Move the thing. There we go. Go. Oh! Move it. I made it. Trust me, I made it. I didn't mean to cut y'all off like that, but I did make it. Y'all subscribe, follow. Peace.